Volume 1 Chapter 8 Section 1. Zheng knew this place took in all kinds of people. As long as you chose yes when asked the question, you would be transported here. Anyone was possible, and he wouldn't be surprised even if the president appeared in front of him. Zheng ignored these three teenagers and shouted,
"Everyone calm down. We will explain the specifics later. For now let Zhuan tell us the details of Alien."
Zhuan was inspecting Zheng's group. Then he looked at those on the ground and the surroundings. He nodded calmly.
Then the staff naturally wanted to kill the alien. They didn't have many weapons, with the most notable one a flamethrower. Of course, according to my calculations, this close-range high-temperature weapon is rather useless against the high speed and defense of aliens. They can kill you instantly when they close up on you.
The teenagers were startled by Zheng's tone. But then they saw Zhuan continued the conversation, ignoring them, and started yelling.
"Fark! Who do you think you are? How dare you give us orders? I recognize you. I know where you live. I can bring people to kill your whole family."
Typical hooligans, always talking about killing your family and acting like they know everyone and their addresses. Before Zheng could speak, Jai pulled out his Desert Eagle and pointed it at them.
"Shut up! This is an important time to gather information. Don't make me mad."
The teens panicked after seeing the gun. The rest of the newbies immediately moved away from them. Then they started laughing. The one full of piercings pulled out a gun from his jacket.
"What street you from? Shit, at least get this Model 54 gun if you're getting an imitation. Desert Eagle. You think everyone can buy one easily? It's so easy to tell it's a fake."
When the teen took out the gun, Jai pulled the trigger without hesitation. A loud bang, and he shot the hand that was holding the gun. The power of a Desert Eagle easily blew his arm in two. The teen was startled. He waved his arm in disbelief. But when the pain registered, he started screaming. The other two immediately got on the floor. The realization of a real gun scared them. Then other newbies started screaming. But Zheng noticed a few people remained calm. These people looked at Zheng's group of four silently. He nodded. The newbies weren't too bad, at least these few were calm enough. Zhao Yi went over to pick up the gun.
"Gee, this is an imitation, not the real thing."
Jai nodded and put his gun back.
"Stop his bleeding with the hemostatic spray, then bandage him up. Oh, and you newbies listen up. Don't point a gun at me, or I will get stressed and do something out of panic."
Zheng turned around. He took out a pack of cigarettes and handed one to Zhuan.
"Aren't you scared? That was a real gun."
Zhuan rejected the cigarette.
"I don't smoke, it will kill my brain cells. You still want me to continue with the plot details?"
Zheng smiled, and lit his cigarette.
"Yes, please."
The alien was beyond their imagination, and there were less and less people alive. But there's a bug in the movie, and a contradiction to the plot. In the movie's plot, the main characters find out one of them was a robot sent to monitor them by the government. The robot's mission was to bring the alien back to Earth, even if it meant the lives of everyone in the spacecraft. So according to the robot, the government had already known about the aliens in that ruin beforehand. Their plan was to sacrifice people on the spacecraft for an evolved one, but is this possible, that the government sent a robot instead of scientists or soldiers? Furthermore, this robot wasn't the leader of the spacecraft. So there was a very high chance of it failing to bring the alien back. What if the staff only took a brief look at the ruin then left? The government wouldn't do something so stupid and chose a commercial spacecraft instead of the army.
Zhuan adjusted his glasses and continued.
I'll use an analogy. A country finds out a hydrogen bomb is buried in the desert within its borders. Then will this country send an army to bring back the bomb, or put a soldier within a group of traveling merchants to find out about the bomb by chance as they travel through the desert?
Zheng and Zha looked at each other. They finally realized why God pulled in so many people. Because of the bug in this movie. God probably changed the plot and therefore increased its difficulty. They had lost their biggest defense in the movie and wouldn't be able to predict what happens next. Xuan continued inspecting their expressions.
The remaining staff planned to destroy the spacecraft and escape through a survival pod. Then 2 more people died before reaching the pod. Only the main character got in successfully, but the alien followed her in. Then she opened the door of the pod and the alien was sucked out into space. She was the only one that survived. Now that I'm finished, can you tell me some things? Like, what is this place? If I am not mistaken, this is that spacecraft in Alien, right?